purpose of this 4-part video series is to educate site supervisors and other interested parties on the proper use of recycled water or reclaimed water. This video series will cover: what is recycled water, recycled water treatment and water quality, California state regulations regarding recycled water, and finally, the roles and responsibilities of site supervisors at recycled water use sites, such as being familiar with permit requirements and how to monitor, maintain, and oversee the recycled water system. This video, the first in the series, describes what recycled water is. For millions of years, water has been naturally recycled and reused as part of the water cycle. The water cycle shows the continuous movement of water within the earth and its atmosphere. In the water cycle, liquid water evaporates into water vapor, condenses to form clouds, and comes back to earth in the form of rain and snow. Our water supply starts out as rain and melted snow. To be used for drinking, water must be treated to levels that meet state and federal standards for human consumption. Drinking water is also called potable water. Water that is not treated to meet these strict drinking water standards is called non-potable water. In California, unfortunately, the amount of water available is not sufficient to meet the needs of our cities, farms, and industries. Californians have made water conservation a way of life, and recycled water is a critical component of California's efforts to manage its water supplies more efficiently. Recycled water is highly treated wastewater that can be reused for various beneficial purposes, such as agriculture, landscape irrigation, potable water supplies, groundwater replenishment, industrial processes, and environmental restoration. This video series will focus on municipal tertiary treated recycled water. Municipal means that it is provided by a local public agency. Tertiary treated means that it can be used for irrigation or for industrial processes such as cooling towers, dust control and construction, and flushing toilets. With new advances in treatment technologies, recycled water can now even be used as a drinking water supply under strict state regulations. This kind of potable reuse is very different from the non-potable water uses that are the main focus of this video series. Recycled water has many benefits. It is more reliable in times of drought. It also benefits the environment and economy because it contains nutrients such as nitrogen, which may reduce your need for chemical fertilizers. It is generally available at lower prices than potable water. And using recycled water for non-drinking purposes allows us to use the right resource for the right use. Recycled water has been used in California since the late 1800s, when it was first used for agricultural irrigation. In the Bay Area, the first recycled water project was completed in 1932 to irrigate Golden Gate Park. Around the Bay Area, recycled water is now used for irrigating landscaping sites, such as city parks, golf courses, soccer fields, school grounds, shopping malls, office parks, car washing, and medians. It's also used for irrigating farms and community gardens, for indoor uses such as flushing toilets, and for industrial uses like cooling towers. In some communities, trucks can fill up with recycled water to use for irrigation, construction projects, dust control, washing streets, and flushing sewers. The state has specific requirements for the treatment, transport, and use of recycled water. To learn more about the treatment process, watch the second video in this series called Recycled Water Treatment and Water Quality. Recycled water site supervisors are responsible for following these requirements to protect workers and public health. There has never been a documented case of anyone becoming ill as a result of contact with recycled water. Recycled water is safe to transport and use. However, there have been documented cases of potable water system and a recycled water system becoming accidentally cross-connected, which is when recycled water enters the drinking water supply. The regulations and practices for recycled water distribution are meant to prevent this. One of your jobs as a site supervisor is to prevent any connection between the drinking water system and the pipe distributing recycled water around your site. Cross-connection testing is also covered in the third video of this series, which is called Recycled Water Regulations. The fourth video in this series, called Site Supervisor Responsibilities, contains more information about how you can use recycled water on your site in accordance with state regulations. If your site is in the San Francisco Bay Area, make sure to check out the Bay Area Recycled Water Landscape Guide, which will help you keep your plants thriving when you use recycled water. Ask your recycled water administrator for a copy of the landscape guide. In some areas of California, recycled water receives advanced treatment, which removes additional pollutants and provides extra disinfection to remove pathogens like harmful bacteria and viruses. This type of advanced treatment recycled water can be used as a drinking water source, and the state of California has special rules for operating these recycled water systems. This video series does not provide training for operating a recycled water system that is used for drinking water. Please continue to watch the remaining videos in this series to learn about the steps you can take to protect yourself, others, and the environment as you use recycled water. By the end of the video series, you will become familiar with the requirements and know how to monitor, maintain, and oversee your recycled water system.